if anyone's there, I can actually see two people watching. Yes, that's great. Good morning. Sorry for being a little bit confusing there. So as I said, today's class is, we're talking about the psoas muscle, or we're addressing the psoas muscle. Hopefully you saw the picture of that in the comments yesterday when I posted that short video about the class. Good morning. Thank you. You found me again. Hey, Sharon. Yes, so the psoas. So it'll be quite a gentle class, but also really activating the psoas and core, so forth, because all this, is all together, and relaxation, bringing any stress or anxiety or any issues in the tissues that you've had in the body or recently, so we're going to bring it all together to make it relaxing, but also checking in with that big psoas by doing these stretches. So as I mentioned, if you don't have any bolsters, maybe you've got a couple of pillows. So to start with today, we're going to have, if you've got bolsters, to stack the bolsters, or if you have a couple of pillows, stack the pillows on top there. And if you had bolsters, you can even get it up really quite high, and blocks by sticking the blocks in underneath the two bolsters or the two pillows. So we're starting with lying down onto our backs to elevate the legs. So we're bringing the legs up, and the pillows are underneath the knees, and we're lying down onto the back. So this is like a static posture to start with. And just release the arms alongside the body, or you can have your hands on the belly. And just allow the whole body to relax on to the mat. Close down the eyes. Just feel the legs heavy, relaxed, as the knees soften into the bolster or pillows. We're starting the class in this supine position, allowing the whole body to rest onto the mat with the elevation of the knees to bring that psoas into a relaxed state. Please start to check in with your inhalations and your exhalations. Breathing in those long, deep breaths, and exhaling all breath out. As you inhale in, notice how the belly expands, and as you exhale out, notice how the lower back releases to the mat a little more. Inhaling in, belly expands, exhaling all breath out, belly releases. Legs are relaxed, arms are relaxed. Let's set an intention for bringing you to your mat today. Inhale that intention in. And exhale it out. Open to receive. And open the eyes. Gently roll over onto the right side and just release the blocks and the bolster out of the way, or the pillows. And let's come up and do some cat-cow poses. Spreading the hands nice and wide. Knees hip-width distance apart. Hands are just slightly forward of the shoulders. As you inhale in, curl the tailbone, broaden through the chest and look up. And as you exhale, sending breath out, rounding the spine, drawing into the core, looking at the belly button. Inhale in, sternum presses forward, soft gaze. Exhale all breath out, rounding the spine, drawing into the belly, soft gaze at the belly button. We're just going gently, slowly, lowering the belly, broadening through the chest, looking up. And exhaling, rounding the spine, arching up, looking at the belly. One more of these, inhaling in, curling the tailbone, soft gaze forward, and exhale, all breath out, drawing into the navel, soft gaze, and then come to a flat back. Let's draw the right foot forward and grab both your blocks or books if you had books. And we're just going to slowly lunge forward, drawing the right knee forward over the ankle, over the foot. And then we're going to exhale and press back with that right hip and raise the right toes. As we inhale, we're rocking forward and looking up. Back foot of the straight leg can be, the toe can be curled, or you can tuck the toes. Have the toes flat on the mat or tuck the toes. Exhale, pressing back, raising the right toes up. On your inhale, come forward. It's just a really slow, gentle rock. Pressing into the blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you're onto the floor. Curling the toes, raising them up. One more of these. Gently rock forward. And exhale, coming back. Then draw the right foot back. Left foot forward. This time, slowly rocking the body forward. And then pressing that left sit bone back, raising the toes. Gently rock forward with that left knee. looking up, nice broad chest. And then exhale, rock back, left sit bone back, curl the toes, raise the left toes. Waking up that psoas, drawing that left knee forward and gently pressing back, raising the toes. Let's do one more of these. Gently rocking forward, press the left foot to the mat, and then curl the toes towards the face, press the left sit bone back, and then draw both knees together, and let's come and lie down onto our backs, into our cobra, gathering those elbows in towards the rib cage, and we're just coming up ever so gently. We're really using our butt muscles here when we come up, so we're not using our lower back. So just come up just a little bit off the mat to start with. We're just going slow. So we're using all these muscles that help and support, that are all around the area of the core, the big psoas from the T12, wrapping all the way around the hips. And then just lower down, chin to the mat. And as you inhale in, just come up gently, gently, remembering using those gluteus muscles, those butt muscles. Squeeze them in. And exhale, release. Inhale in, come up again. Maybe this time we're going to raise like locust. We're going to raise the feet up. Just join the toes together, using those butt muscles. And then exhale, lower the legs. Join the feet together. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, lowering down. Remember to concentrate on the gluteus, the butt muscles. Inhale, squeeze, come up, exhale, lower. This time when you come up, I want you to raise your legs out wide. And then exhale, join them together, come back down. Inhale, spread the legs wide. And then exhale, join them together, come down. Squeezing those buttocks, squeeze out. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, this time raise up, and we'll just hold for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, come down early if you need to, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All breath out. And just relax a little bit here. Stack the forearms just like in crocodile pose. Release the belly to the mat. Lower the forehead. We're slowly, slowly taking in some long, deep inhalations in. Blowing that belly up underneath you. And then you're exhaling, breathing all breath out. And relax your breath. Relax the lower back. One more breath. And we're going to come up slowly onto all fours again. I'm going to reach the right hand out and the left leg back. So we're pressing away with that left foot, reaching with the right hand. We're working the core here. Breathing in, exhaling, breathing out. Inhale, breathing in, reaching that right hand forward, left heel back. One more breath, and then leave the right hand where it is, and I want you to draw that left knee in towards the face, and then exhale, press it back and away. Inhale, draw it in towards the face, left knee in. Exhale, press it away. We're strengthening the core and the psoas all work well together. If we don't have a strong core, our psoas has to work overtime. Draw it in. Exhale, stretch it out. Beautiful, well done. Bring both hands back down, both knees back down. We'll go the other side, reaching the left hand out and right foot back. Press it away with the heel. So the toes are pointing down of the right foot. But you're curling the toes, keeping them activated. Pressing away with the left hand. Keep breathing those long, deep inhalations and exhalations in. Again, those butt muscles is activating on the right side, the gluteus muscles. Keep gripping into the mat with the right hand. Keep your inhalations and exhalations going. Steady you in the pose. One more breath. Leave the left hand where it is and draw the right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, press away with the right foot. Inhale in, draw it in. Exhale, press away. So the leg, the right leg and the right hip are all in one line. Inhale in, draw it in. Exhale, press away. Inhale, draw it in. Press away. One more of these. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, press away. Well done. Give yourself a high five there. And then just press back into child's pose. So release back towards the heels, arms are out in front of you, and lower the forehead. Breathing in, breathing out. And last breath. And let's come up. And now we're going to lie down onto our backs and we're going to do bridge pose. So this is where the strap and the block comes in, or if you have a belt and a book. If I can find my strap. It's hiding. Oh, there it is. So with the strap or the belt, we have our little loop where the strap is passed through. So you want to make it, draw it as a bigger loop to wrap around the knees. So we're going to lie down onto our belly and we're going to place the block between the knees. And we're going to use the strap. Make sure you can see me. We're going to bring it through the feet and wrap it around the knees. So, like so you can see me. Make sure you draw the buckle to make it quite tight, to make it quite firm. And the block position between the knees. I know it feels a little bit tricky, a little bit awkward at first to be doing this. If you don't have a strap or a block, then rest in. You're quite comfortable and understand bridge pose. So just draw the feet in. Make sure the strap isn't too tight. Give it a little bit of slack. And now we're just going to draw the feet a little closer towards the buttocks. So we're going into bridge pose. So we're keeping everything all aligned here. And this is the action of when we go up into bridge pose by using the block. It's helping us squeeze those knees towards each other, but not touching. So hips in one line. So relax the body down onto the mat. You can place the right hand on the heart, left hand on the belly if you like, or just release the hands alongside the body. And I want you to, we're going to go really slow with raising up and exhaling down. So we're going to inhale in, squeeze in towards the block, or squeeze in if you don't have the block. And then we're going to exhale, squeezing into the block, lowering down slowly, slowly with the spine towards the mat. We're going to inhale in, raising the hips up towards the sky. And we're going to exhale, keeping those knees squeezed towards the block. Release all the way back down to the mat. So we're just going really gently, slowly today, supporting, gaining strength in a lot of these muscles in a really gentle, gentle way. Inhaling in, coming up, squeezing the block in, and exhaling, lowering down. So you should be feeling the tightness or that squeeze of those butt muscles as you inhale in, just gently, and then exhale, lower down, slowly, slowly. One more of these. Inhale, come up. And then we're going to exhale, lower down. Now our next raise, we're going to press out. So abducting away. So you're pressing out with the belt. So you're not squeezing into the block or squeezing inward. You're pressing out into the belt. So you should be feeling a little bit more, hopefully, in the buttocks muscles there, those gluteus muscles. Exhale, release. So the block should stay put where it is. If it falls out, don't worry. Inhale, press out into the strap or belt. Feel that in those glute muscles. Exhale, release. Inhale, press out. Exhale, release. All the way, all the way till the lumbar reaches the mat. Just going nice and slow. Inhale, abduct away. Feeling it in those outer hip areas. Exhale, release. One more, come on up. Press out with the knees. And exhale, release. Beautiful, well done. All right, reach the knees up and release the strap and release the block. Squeeze the knees into the chest and let's roll around. Imagine you have a clock face underneath you. The tailbone goes down towards the 6, rolling around back to the 12. Down to the 6, 12, rolling around, 3, 6, 9, 12, and go the other way, anti-clockwise. Just keep imagining that clock face underneath the body as you bring the whole body down to those imaginary numbers underneath you. And then bring the feet together for our supine butterfly pose. So just reach up, hold on to the feet. If you can't hold on to the feet, try to join the feet together. Just hold on to the backs of the legs, that's perfectly fine. And then slowly, slowly allow the feet to fall to the earth and the knees to fall open. Just have the hands rested on the upper thighs. Keep breathing those inhalations in, sending the breath to to the inner groin. You can always have blocks underneath the knees or the books if you like, to just rest the legs so they feel a little softer, released more, relaxed more to the earth. You can draw the knees a little closer to the pelvis if you like. Just keep checking in with your inhalations and your exhalations, moving throughout the body. Now all those postures that we did prior to resting here are ones that you can do, any time to help release, strengthen the psoas and all the other muscles that connect around it. The psoas muscle sort of acts as a parent as such at times to other muscles in the body. And if there's something not quite working, or nerves or tendons, it tends to take over. And when we sit in different positions for long periods of time, like imagine when you're sitting at a desk all day, or maybe you cross your legs, or you cross your ankles, or you have one ankle over the top of the knee, and you're in a meeting, or wherever you're on a bus or in the boat, home, working. When you stay in those positions for quite a long time, you create a shortness, sort of like compression, or in the psoas. So it compensates and it adjusts to the way you're sitting. So you need to be able to lengthen it out, release it, and of course you're not wanting to, if you're having an issue with different things, with sciatica and all sorts of stuff, you're not wanting to release it too intensely. You're wanting to go really slow. But you're also wanting to strengthen, like as we were resting in doing those locust exercises that sometimes we don't pay attention to, that we're actually squeezing those buttocks muscles to help in that pose. I was wanting to bring a little awareness to this today. So next time that you're resting or sitting in these postures for long periods of time, crossing legs, bring your attention to your psoas muscle. So one more breath here, and bring the knees together and release the blocks if you've got them to either side of the body. And I want you to take your pillow or your bolster now, and I want you to place it underneath the tops of the shoulders. And just, if you have a blanket to have it long ways, by the way, have it long ways. And just have a blanket or a little pillow underneath your head. So come and lie down with the shoulders, with the the bolster underneath the shoulders, or the pillow underneath the shoulders. And if the pillow is quite soft, you might need to use 2. So we're coming in just in this sort of angle, so we're not pressing the sternum up and away into this action. We're actually wanting to sort of have this slope. See if my left hand, I've placed it underneath my back and my lower ribs here, so you should have this space here, and just have the pillow or the blanket, if you have a little rolled up blanket, have it underneath the neck. So we just want the legs out, and we want that action of that sloping action all the way down to the feet. So imagine the psoas muscle attaching to that T12, and as it wraps around all the way here, around the hips, even in this gentle, relaxed state, you're giving the psoas a release. I keep bringing the pranayama, the breath, into the practice, using the inhalations in to lengthen, exhale to soften. Close down the eyes. Palms can be alongside or facing up, or you can have the hands resting on the heart and the belly. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Feel the lower ribs releasing. Maybe you need to move around and adjust yourself if you're not comfortable, that's okay. Long, deep inhalations in, exhaling out. Breathing all breath in. And releasing, letting go. Exhale all breath out. There's such a big, intricate network happening around the psoas and the iliac and the gluteus muscles, and in all this region of the body where it contains and holds stress. Breathing in relaxation, light, and exhaling out any darkness, worries, troubles. We always move at such a fast pace. We live in such a busy life in a crazy world. Traffic, noise. Let's breathe in some quietness, some peace, and exhale. Release, let go of all that noise, busyness, those chit-ritties, those constant mind waves. Breathing in once again. And letting go. Breathe all breath out. Now slowly release The blanket, if you had it, and the blocks, bolsters, pillows off to one side. And we're just going to come and lie down onto the back, squeeze the knees into the chest. Again, rock around clockwise. Think of that clock face underneath the body, rolling around, feeling the pressure on, well, not pressure, but gentle touches of the clock face on the lower back. And then rolling the other way. So by going gently into class, it doesn't mean you're not getting the benefits towards the body, release. Quite the opposite. You're bringing more awareness to it. Draw the knees in towards the chest, and we're going to do our gentle twist, bringing our knees over towards the right and bringing our left arm up above the head, reaching up high. So really try and draw the knees in higher towards the chest. Use the right hand on the knees to soften them to the earth, and just look over towards the left ear moving towards the left. Just adjust the left arm if you need to. Keeping those inhalations going, breathing into those belly organs. As you exhale, try and release more over towards the left. Squeezing into those belly organs. Breathing in, get long. Exhale, release a little more over towards the left. Really open up, moving those knees in one direction, body in the other. And one more breath, and let's come up and bring those knees to the other side, releasing them down towards the earth. Draw the knees up a little higher, stacking them and releasing the right arm up above the head. Really feeling that stretch in that right side of the body. As you inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, release and soften into the pose. Right ear tracks towards the earth. As you inhale in, grow tall. As you exhale, release a little more towards the right. And don't force it, just relax into it. Inhale in, lengthen, maybe reach those right fingertips a little further away. And as you exhale, expand more towards the right. Check in with the body. How does one side feel? Does this side feel a little bit less open than the other? Or maybe it's the opposite. Using our breath, breathing in and breathing out. Last breath, and let's draw our knees into the chest and then swing the legs up towards the sky. Our heels are pressing towards the sky, toes are pointing towards you. You're holding on to the backs of the legs. As you draw in the breath, the whole back body releases onto the mat, tailbone to the mat, heels to the sky. Draw the knees into the chest. And then press the legs away. Press them away towards the sky. Exhale, breath out. Draw the knees into the chest. And exhale, press away. Draw the knees back into the chest. And the final time, exhale, press away. Drop the knees to the chest and roll over onto the right side. Just stay there for a little moment. You can use the right arm as a pillow if you like. And then in your own time, press away with the left hand to the floor. And let's come up to a seated position onto the mat. So grab a blanket or a pillow or a bolster and come to a seated position, or a block if you have one, or a book. Lots of different variations. But we're wanting to elevate hips and allow the pelvis to release down. You're wanting to have I want you to actually have your fingers like this for the moment and spread a little bit wider. And I want you to place your fingertips on the bony parts, those pointy parts of your hips. And have your fingers feel that pubic bone in that pelvis area. So this needs to be in one line. So we don't want to have one hip up higher than the other. So we want it all to be in one line. So cross the legs any way you choose. Close down the eyes. And really feel relaxed, that root chakra grounded to the earth. We don't want to have our sternum pressing out. We want to inhale in, draw it in, ground with the pelvis, and the crown of the head is nice and tall. The shoulders are relaxed. Soften them down. The breath is fluid. The jaw is relaxed. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. The lips are slightly parted. Let's check in with your intention you made at the beginning of the practice today. Let's imagine the breath drawing from the pelvis all the way up our central channel, our Sushumna Nadi. And as we exhale, releases, grounds all the way back down. Imagine those energy centers, those chakras aligned. Our breath is slow We're not thinking about the inhalations or the exhalations. It's relaxed, it's peaceful. Your life force moving throughout your body. The belly rises and falls naturally with every breath. With every in-breath and every out-breath. Let's raise our right hand up and do our Nadi Shodhana breath, curling the 3 middle fingers in, placing the right thumb over the right side of the nose gently. As you inhale in, breathe in to the left side of the nose. And gently close with the little finger, exhaling breath out through the right. Inhale in through the right. Seal with the thumb and breathe breath out through the left. Inhale in through the left. Seal with the little finger, breathe breath out through the right. Bring the hands together at your heart center. Bow the head. Let's give some gratitude to our bodies, to our breath, our life force, and send some gratitude to someone in your life that means something to you. Or maybe it's someone you don't see very often that comes to your mind's eye. And before we end today, think of something in nature that lights you up, whether it be watching the waves on the ocean, walking through the forest, thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Hands to the third eye and back to the heart chakra. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of the day or evening whenever you join me to practice with this class again. So a gentle way to bring awareness, a gentle class to bring awareness to the psoas. You know, in the diagram in the comments from the video yesterday, it shows where it's placed, what surrounds it, and the importance of the psoas. It's you know, very intricate, and you know, yoga is a way of releasing, letting go with our mind, but as we know, it opens and releases, you know, and stretches these muscles in the body that have maybe been shortened through us sitting in these strange positions, or, you know, having one leg up, cross-legged, as I mentioned throughout the class. So yeah, it's our practice is always something that's bringing so much to our bodies. So thank you everyone for you know, the comments every time you practice with one of my classes too. So yeah, it's I've been a little bit busy, and I apologize, a little bit quieter on my Yoga for Yogis page, and here a little bit. I've all but finished my yoga teacher training with Maria in Fiji. It's been such a privilege. This is our final week together, and she will be graduating next Tuesday. So yeah, it's pretty exciting, and she's going to be a wonderful yoga teacher. She's and it's been such a great thing for me. I mean, she's my very first student to train her to become a 200-hour yoga teacher, and it's been such an honor for me to do this. And of course, Susan has been there as much as she can be. As you know, COVID has changed the world so much, and she's had her own issues with family and the States. But yeah, it's I've spent, you know, the majority of the time, you know, of the training just myself and Maria, and exploring yoga, and it's just so nice to be on the opposite side of the table and to be bringing so much knowledge that's been passed down for so long, and it was so much responsibility for me to be able to do this, you know, in a way that she understood it. And for Maria, she had not done a lot of yoga as well, so it was all very new to her, but she's very a spiritual girl, and it's been nice getting her to understand how to, you know, to just be herself. That, you know, no one can be, I can never be like my teacher. I can learn, and I can you know, understand and read all the old ancient texts of yoga and so forth, and try and bring this into practice and to teach people. You know, and she's finding her own way, and obviously English is her second language. She speaks Fijian, of course, but Fiji does speak, you know, it is an English-speaking country. But I've encouraged her, you know, to try and bring her Fijian language into her classes as well, which has been really great for her, and she was so excited to share this with me on yesterday, that she had a engineering student that came, and it was a guy, and that was the other thing. There's a bit of taboo in Fiji, apparently, that I've found out through this training, with they're quite a religious people, and there's a big influence of different religions there as well. But a lot of, she's breaking down the barriers that they were thinking that it was quite a strange thing, yoga, and they had all these myths and worries about it, and what were they getting into, and so yeah, it's been an interesting journey for her to understand yoga, and then to actually share it with her Fijian staff members and people on the island. So anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd share that. So I started that to apologize that I haven't been completely focused, but yeah, as of next Tuesday, the training is finished. So I'm hoping to go on to do some more training, but I will be away for June as well. So I'm going to contact Jill. Jill's been on holidays and so forth, and also celebrated a birthday that recently as well. So I will have maybe Jill or if Joe is available for June, because I will be away most of June. We're going out on our Down Under Rally, Coral Sea Rally. So anyway, I hope you're all well, and I hope you enjoyed the class, and I will catch you in the comments. Bye for now.